So today I'm speaking to Natalie and Kyle has been in remission for 9 months. Kyle, you could have been
Yeah.
a baby too. 9 months.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
remember.
he's at school right now.
Aw, I wish I could have seen him. You're back in Texas, and remind me, Kyle, how long you had CRPS for?
For about since 2015 until November of 2020.
Okay, so
So it's
5 years.
about 5, 6 years, close to there.
And
So
long time.
yes, wasn't very enjoyable at all. It sucked. Didn't like life. I was mad at everything. Hated stuff. So
Your accident was very traumatic, and we're not going to get into all of that stuff. But you suffered a very severe burn, and that's how it got started. Remind
mhm.
me everything you guys tried before Spero.
He tried, I'll go because I bet he'll forget. He tried physical therapy, obviously. He tried, I can't even tell you how many pharmaceuticals. We did take him off pharmaceuticals early before we came to y'all because we knew they were hurting him more than helping him. He did injections. He did aquatic therapy. He did desensitization therapy. I can't say that correctly. He did Calmere therapy treatment, whatever, Calmere scrambler therapy. He did have ketamine, though it was early on. It didn't help at all. If anything, it probably attributed to making him worse. Definitely tried like CBT, like trying to trick your mind out of it. That didn't work. Trying to think of what else. He did do a lot of what he did to keep himself mobile was a lot of massage with a therapist that was familiar with CRPS. Aside from his physical therapist and her, y'all are the only people that have ever touched him. And then he did do we did try some like stronger herbal things, but again, that didn't really help as well.
So a bunch of things. And you went home and you've been in remission, Kyle. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, I have been.
And you haven't had, I mean, it's not been a smooth landing because soon after getting home, you did get COVID.
Yes,
So that was one big
like
challenge.
the very next day,
How did that
literally.
go?
Honestly, it was like a kind of like having the flu. Like it wasn't pleasant, but I mean, I didn't think I was going to die per se. I just treated it with a vitamin regimen and go sit out. I sat outside for 30 minutes or so a day and just drank some fluids. And I think we did some respiratory with a hydrogen peroxide mixture.
PRS. He had this PRS too.
Yeah.
I forget what it was, but they had a PRS protocol.
Yeah, Bryce had something. Yeah, I put it on I had it on my back, or on my chest right here on the front, where my solar, like that solar plexus area. Either way, and Bryce had given me something like that, like that to do, and it helped out a lot.
And I think our biggest fear was that the attack of that virus was going to cause a CRPS flare, and it didn't. And we didn't even have any respiratory issues, which was really insane. Like I just kept waiting. I'm waiting for the shortness of breath. I'm waiting for him to be just like dead on the floor. I actually think him and Grayson, I think he handled it the best. And then Grayson, and then I think I handled it the worst, but I think my immune system was suppressed from stress and things like that. But I say he did the best out of all of us. And I'm just like, it's because your immune system is perfect now and the rest of ours isn't.
Even now, like I usually have allergies every year, or like a sinus infection about that springtime. Nothing. I have to blow my nose every now and then. Now I don't want. and I don't take no medicine. I take some supplements of the vitamin regimen still, but I drink celery juice
He's
and
still on his diet from the clinic.
yeah.
We've added some stuff back, but he's tried other things, and literally he'll be like, I feel the inflammation. I feel it. I don't want it. And it's almost, I mean, instant within 24 to 48 hours. So he chooses to keep it out. And that's, I think, one of the things that people are the most shocked about him, especially when someone sees him and they haven't seen him in a while. Well, how'd you lose all that weight? Well, I'm actually giving my body what it needs and not processed crap.
Yeah, you do look good. And you guys, it's interesting because you've taken a very opposite approach to remission. Natalie, I know that you're very active on social media and you're talking about fundraising with people, and you've personally been responsible for, talking to people about coming to the clinic, and then they came and they've since rung the bell. And Kyle really doesn't want to talk about it. It's behind him, right, Kyle?
Yes, that's how I am. I don't really care to talk about it. I mean, if I meet you on the street or something like that, then I'll give my testimony. But I don't plan on being on like a social media or the news channel or something like that. I mean,
our newspaper did ask for a follow-up, and I said to give him a little bit more time. Just because it's okay. I figured I'd give you a year or so. But he's not on any of the CRPS pages or anything like that, because a majority of those pages are negative. My doctor said this, or I'm on my last hope, I have to get an SCS and all these things. And that's just not good for his mental health. I actually think that was something that even his psychologist mentioned, because when I got home, like I made sure like nothing that was real, like a reminder of what he did. I think I rearranged the living room. I moved some stuff out of our bedroom that he didn't need anymore, things like that. And then he has a supplement regimen, and we keep up with it. Like we make sure we always have another month worth. That way he never has to skip days. If he's feeling bad, we, give him a little bit, or if he feels like, he's coming down with something, give him a little bit more vitamin C, a little bit more zinc, a little bit more vitamin D. And I would easily say he's the healthiest person in both of our families, like the entire families. So, and he's just, he's doing really good. Mentally, he's come a long way. I would say we haven't had a PTSD issue it's been months. And that's the first, before we went to the Spero clinic, he didn't go a day without having a PTSD issue because of the flares. He just couldn't handle everything. The pain made his PTSD worse. The PTSD made his pain worse. They were directly connected to each other. Mm-hmm. And so now, like, it's really crazy to see him like wake up refreshed and go to bed refreshed and not angry, not mad, not sad, not crying. I can't even tell you the last time I saw him cry.
And I go to sleep without, needing help from
anything,
any, drugs or anything like that now. I mean,
he goes to the gym every day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he goes to the gym every day.
I haven't gone this week because I've been working on my porch. I haven't worked in 5 years, and then bending over and cutting up my porch and moving boards and things like that. He's also exhausted.
He's also detoxing this week.
She's to overachieve with a detox on me.
No, we kept up with, so I don't know if you remember his iron issues. His iron was off the charts, and we left with his iron still a little bit high, but Dr. H had given us some stuff to work on. We finally got his iron down to the correct level in April. And so from there, we've now done a little bit heavier detoxes to help him, because he had a lot of heavy metals and he had EBV for a while. And so we're really trying to make sure we're working on all of those things before we come back. Cause I don't want her to be able to say a thing. I want her to be like, this is the most beautiful blood work I've ever seen in my life. So, but it makes him tired. So take a little time off the gym.
Every now and then I take a nap or something like that. And when I went back to the gym, I didn't realize how weak or my body had decomposed from having CRPS or
Muscle atrophy,
yeah.
not decomposed. Muscle
That's what I felt like in my muscles.
Yes. Yeah.
So now I'm gaining my strength back and my confidence, and I'm thinking about getting recertified again to be a personal trainer again. I'm more positive, and then also I don't like overreact to a lot of things anymore. I'm mostly calm about a lot of things. That's like I think that's like one of the biggest takeaways so far is that I have a lot more patience for things, and even because my 2-year-old now, things that I would have just lost it and throw things through the wall or whatever, and now I'm just more calm.
Just a
and
parent
yeah,
smiles at him
yeah.
in the middle of a tantrum because we won't let him use a hammer. So
Grayson
Yes.
has his dad back.
Oh, I don't know. And I sent Kaylee some stuff, but he follows him everywhere and holds his hand all the time. And it's daddy, 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 daddy. If he even let's say he goes to Bible study one night, he's like, no, my daddy. I'm like, so look, dude, you got me. Okay. I'm all you got. You're going to have to accept it. And he wakes up daddy. So he's doing so good with him, where before, because of his PTSD, he didn't interact with him. He was never watching him. He was never the primary caregiver for Grayson. We never really left him alone after some incidents when Grayson was an infant. And so that was our major reason for coming to you, was because we had tried everything but a stimulator, and the doctors we talked to before you, as well as you though, have said, don't do that because it'll just make it spread. It could make it spread, but his had already spread. There was nothing that could have made us do that. And so we knew that you were our option. And I mean, it was what God had in his plans. So I tell people over and over again, I would sell my, left kidney to go there. I would give you whatever you needed to go there. I would go there time and time and time again. I don't care how many times I had to go, I'd go there because they know how to heal CRPS and your whole body, versus other places they're just putting Band-Aids on it, and not very big Band-Aids.
You
It was a
guys,
joke.
your life makes me so happy. I know you've come such a long way, and it was a huge sacrifice financially for you guys to come here. My big question, Kyle, can you watch water boil?
Yeah, I can handle it. I mean, do I want to take that risk to be around it? Not really, but I can watch it, or if I have to mess with it, then okay.
He'll cook. I will.
Yeah, I have cooked sometimes.
I will text him when I'm on my way home from work and say, put 4 cups of vegetable broth in and let it start boiling. And he'll watch it. He'll make noodles and pasta, and we use chickpea pasta, which foams and boils. So, and he'll do it. I mean, it's not his favorite thing, but he's done a lot of stuff. He sits outside in the sun more, which he didn't do before because his skin would feel like it was burning off. He drives all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm in the passenger seat. Yep. I don't need to drive ever again my whole life. I'm done driving. He does a lot of stuff. Vibrations used to bother him. He does stuff with vibrations, no issues. He sits in the sauna at the gym, or the gym he goes to has like the wooden box, like legit old saunas, and he sits in there, and he walks Grayson on the hot asphalt. I'm trying to think of other things. I mean, literally all the issues we had before are gone. He will eventually work again. We're just not pushing it because we want to make sure he is healed and whole and his whole body has had time to process it. We're not in a rush for him to go do something. He's had some part-time things come up, but we just passed on him just because we felt like that was what was best for him. in us right now. Because again, money is just money. Like you can budget anything. You know, his health is more important than anything.
It was so wonderful to see both of you, and your new life, Kyle, makes me so happy. For the two of you and your marriage, but also for Kyle to have his dad back. I mean, Grayson to have his dad back.
Mhm.
So thank you so much for doing this today. You'll always be family, and we're watching your life from afar because that's why we do this.
Yeah.
December.
Thank you. Bye-bye.